Welcome back, all you gearheads and gear addicts. Today, I'm going over a new company out of the Pacific Northwest, Vertical Drum Co. What they do is they make semi-custom drums for everyone like you and me. They just launched their company, their website, their brand, all of their products just 2 days ago. And I wanted to do a quick once-over of their websites and everything that I think should be talked about in those things. What's really cool, if you guys don't know, semi-custom in this case means you can pick from a select few models, but what they do is they give you a couple options regarding color of hardware and some other features. I'll go over that on the website. You can check it out. But first, don't forget to like and subscribe below. All the viewership I get from you guys is very much appreciated, and I love doing this stuff. So, without further ado, Vertical Drum Co. The top of the page here, you're looking at just a little synopsis, and I want to read it to you because I think it's really cool, so check it out. We get it. You've been searching for drums specifically for worship music, and you're coming up empty-handed, as you do. You could go to the stock pre-made route and get something cheap, or you could go the completely custom route, spending a lot for a drum you've never heard. That's a big issue. We've done both of these, and there's pros and cons for both options, but we want to bridge the gap between the two. Honestly, that's the basis for our company. Semi-custom drums built specifically for worship music. We want you to be able to play a custom drum you can afford that sounds great in a worship setting. So right off the bat, you understand what their mission is. Get these drums into the worship scene, which is cool because not a lot of these companies that I've found as a drummer cater to those of us in the worship scene. Now, what's cool as well, just based off what I've been seeing, everything, they're opening up endorsements for, church musicians and even worship musicians, but also regular musicians too, right? They're making these drums for everybody, but they want to have just good, solid pieces of equipment that you can use in the worship setting. So, yeah, I 100% buy it. So good job on that, guys. It's really good. It sounds really great. And at the very front here, you see one of their crazy, I think that's an 8x14 chorus snare drum with brass tube lugs and everything else, but we'll go into the models here shortly. So let's see what else. So you got shipping costs. So the thing is, these drums aren't very light. They're probably 6 or 7 pounds, I'd imagine, at least, being that they're metal snare drums. And shipping flat $45 fee no matter where you are in the U.S. That's pretty cool. I can dig that. And what's even cooler is worship musicians out there. If you can talk with these guys and verify your details that you'll be playing this at your church or you're shipping it to your church or anything like that, they waive the $45 shipping fee. And what's even better is they actually waive it for a lot of nonprofits as well. But just message them, get a hold of them, and you guys can chop out the details as far as getting those into your church and everything. But either way, that's really cool that they're waiving those for churches because that is their niche and they want to get in that market. So that's a great thing to do for a lot of us musicians that are, trying to do that thing. So without further ado, let's look at all their drums. So right off the bat, they're offering 4 different snare drums, 4 different shell types. Actually, you know what? 4 different snare drums, but 3 different shell types. That's pretty cool. So the first one you'll see is the Verse, which is a 6.5x14 beaded black nickel brass snare drum. Price is $500. Honestly, for the work they put into these and the fit and finish, I'm hoping the videos that you guys have made, that they've made for these, sound really good so far. I'm really excited about it. But yeah, so I think $500 is a fair price, especially right off the bat with these guys, just based off what I've seen. So here are the specs. You've got 3.5-inch tube lugs, makes it pretty classy. Your standard triple flanged hoops, a trick or indie throw off depending on hardware color. Black or chrome get you the trick throw off. So that's pretty cool. With the brass, I'm assuming just because it was easier to use and they didn't have to refinish anything, they used the indie throw off, which they're both great options, honestly. Trick is very, very common in a lot of these custom drums, and I've seen and played the indie before as well, so you can kind of see it here. Both great options. I love it. 25-strand German snare wires, perfect. 10-lug construction, so you'll get a really good tuning ability, right? When you have less lugs, you have less to worry about, but you also can't fine-tune as much. So 10 lugs, pretty solid. Comes with Remo P4 coated on the top and a hazy ambassador side, pretty standard. So let's go through some pictures. And like I said, these pictures are really good, so I'm really excited to look at them. So you can see here, yeah, look at that badge though, that wood badge. I love the logo. I'm really digging the logo. Got the chrome tube lugs with the chrome hoops. Then this one, as you can see, comes with the trick throw off there. That's pretty cool. Ooh, black on black. That sounds, I can hear it from here, but it also looks really good. That's really, that brass, I don't know. That looks so good. And then you've got the more up shots of the chrome here. Okay, let's see the underside. Yep, you've got your 25 strand German snare wires. Perfect. Those look good. Now the inside of the shell looks really solid. Yeah, it just looks clean, which I dig that. And so that's really rad. And here's a big shot of the trick throw off here. Very standard style throw off, but it looks really clean and fresh on the drum, so I like that. Then you can see here up close, here's more of the indie style. So more of a classic kind of style. Looks pretty good though. There's the bottom of that brass one. Yeah, that looks really good. I'm digging that one. And again, their badge. Wood grain, centered. Perfect. Looks great. $500. I'm digging that. A very good description. I like it. From a Sunday morning church gig to a gym, in a gym to a rock concert at a local venue Friday night. Yeah, so they're playing to both. Any musicians that really want to play these. I think that's really awesome. So our drums are all semi-custom. So 3 to 5 weeks. I mean, honestly, that's a pretty good lead time. Most drums that I've seen take over a month at least. And so 3 to 5 is a good quote. So then we go to the pre-chorus down here. So this one's $450. Now this is the aluminum 6.5 by 14. All the same, the specs. It's a spun beaded aluminum shell. That's pretty cool. Aluminum is a very popular choice for a snare drum that you might use in the worship setting just because of its kind of reserved tones. They're a little bit warmer. They're like classic. I mean, honestly, the Ludwig Acrolite is aluminum, and every person I never know that's playing in church has played a Ludwig Acrolite. So that's their own basic version here. The 6.5. I actually have a 5.5 Ludwig, and I love it, but this would be even better. And so you can do the same things. You can do black on chrome here. That looks pretty good with the indie throw off. Or you can do the brass, which that's clean too. Oh, all that looks pretty good. Nice spun beaded shell. Perfect. Oh, that's a good shot. Look at that. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so that's $450. I can dig that. Let's go to the refrain, which is the raw brass drum. Now this one's $550, just because brass with a clear lacquer, as it says. I'm assuming it's a more expensive material. That's got to be why, because these brass snare drums are fantastic. They're actually, you know what? They're usually like cannons. They're really loud, but they're really warm, and they are a tone you can get after pretty quickly, which is good. Yeah, so it says, in song terms, the refrain is a part of a song that repeats lyrically or melodically. Of course, we need to name the drum refrain because you're sure you want to use it over and over again. Yeah, I'm sure I will. That's pretty cool. So it gives off warm, dark tones with plenty of articulation and responsiveness at any tuning. That's generally my experience with brass, so I can dig that. Oh, that looks really good in video. Check it out on their websites. Please use headphones. And then let's go down to the chorus, which is their big boy, the 8x14. This guy is one of the first ones they posted on their Instagram, and I saw it. And I've not much played 8x14s just because they're a little too big for my setup normally. But they are the ones I have played. I liked, just because of the way they sounded. But same thing, all the same stuff. So it's a black nickel shell. So just like the first drum we checked out, which is going to be the verse, it's actually an 8 rather than a 6.5. So that's good. And same thing. Oh, this one's got a 42 strand. That's dope. Bigger strands, you get more action, which is great. This one's only got 8 lugs because you need to tune it lower. So good job on that. That's a good detail to pay attention to. So you can see here, black on black looks really good. Black on chrome, classic. Probably my favorite. Still gonna be that black on brass with the indie throw off. That looks really good. So this one's $600, just because it's a big guy. It's the big one. Like I said, black nickel over brass takes a bit more work. They got the 4.5-inch tube lugs, so a little bit longer, so a little more material into each drum. So yeah, makes sense. Yeah, these things are going to be cannons, though. Deep, dark tones. Yep. And again, the videos they look really good. So go check it out. The 15 pounds. That is a drum right there. That's nuts. You can contact them on their websites. You can contact them on anywhere on social media. Vertical Drum Co. I believe Instagram's just at Vertical Drum Co. And if you think you have the influence, the heart, and kind of what they're looking for artists at this current junction in time, feel free to apply for an endorsement. Let them know, get the talk started, and see if you guys can work something out, because I think these drums are going to be a hit. So you might want to jump in on the ground floor. But anyway, all right. So that's kind of what I think of their website so far and kind of their offerings. Something in the works, I believe. I'll be talking with Josh and everybody over there, see if we can't get something going for the channel. But anyways, if you guys like this, please let me know. Leave a review down below in the comments. And I'm hoping to do more of these for more, I guess, just different brands. So if you guys have anything you want to check out, any more websites you want to see, please, please, please leave it in the comments. And you can access our podcast on all of the networks, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, everywhere. I think Pandora even, and everywhere. So check it out when you can. Stay safe and healthy during these weird quarantine, corona, COVID times. All right, guys. Till next time. Peace.